On Monday, Colombian Army reported the release of 45 soldiers who were kidnapped by armed groups on Sunday, September 7th, while conducting surveillance operations in the municipality of Tambo in the department of Cauca. More details with our correspondent Hernán Tobar.
These images show an attack on military personnel by the population in the municipality of Tambo, department of Cauca, who, according to the army, were engaged in an operation against dissidents from the former FARC, bloc Carlos Patino. The incident hindered the deployment of troops with the aim of preventing them from carrying out their duties, a situation that led to the detention of 45 uniformed personnel who were released 24 hours later. According to the authorities, the population is being intimidated by this armed group.
Constituye una grave infracción al derecho internacional humanitario.
This constitutes a serious violation of international human rights law, as it involves communities in carrying out these actions, exposes civilians and military personnel alike, and increases the risk of confrontations.
Inmediato a los uniformados y cesar la coacción o instrumentalización de la población para esto.
According to unofficial figures, there have been more than 25 such incidents this year. According to President Gustavo Petro, these armed groups are part of drug trafficking structures that use the population to kidnap soldiers. He also reiterated that his anti-drug policy is aimed at liberating territories from the mafias that are part of the dissident groups of the former FARC, which are no longer involved in the insurgent struggle.
Armed groups are no longer groups that seek legitimacy with communities, but rather exploit and subjugate them. In other words, there has been a drastic change from the era of armed insurgent struggle to the present day. Now it has more to do with control of territories and profiting from the exploitation of different illegal economies, including drug trafficking and illegal mining.
In this context, for experts on the subject, the transformation of the territories is imperative, and although the strategy for combating drugs is currently focused on the persecution of armed groups and major drug traffickers, support for farmers must be strengthened, where not only the presence of the army is required, but also that of all institutions in territories that have historically been abandoned.
The peace strategy needs to be redesigned, comprehensive institutional structural intervention is needed, and I believe that for the next government. The discussion will be whether to return, as some believe, to fumigation and aspiration eradication because it is the easy option. It is easy to go there and spray, but it is difficult to try to solve structural problems that have been long-standing in the country and in these remote areas of Colombia.
In this new episode, the mediation of the Ombudsman's Office and humanitarian organizations was fundamental in achieving the release of the soldiers, who were removed from the area where they were being held and then taken to the city of Popayan, capital of the department of Cauca.
Hernán Tobar, teleSUR, Bogotá, Colombia.